Hi, Cheryl here today. Today I want to show you Barbie's new dress. This is a twisted dragon scale dress for her for the summer. You know, it's a little late in the summer, but she still can wear it because she's going to be indoors, so she can still work it. And this is her new dress. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. This is made on the rainbow loom. And to make this, you need to have your loom middle out, and you're going to have your bottom piece facing to the right, your top piece opening to the left. This is assuming that you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, switch it out and do it the opposite way. And I'm going to make this one, I think, pink and red for Barbie. Give her some different colors to trade off in. You're going to start out with 8, and you're starting out with 1, 2, 3 sets in is where your first 8 is going to go. And you're going to start going down the sides. And your last one is going to be right here, 1 set in also. So you're starting 3 sets in, you're ending 1 set in, and then you're putting them on every other set of pegs from there. So you have your setup. Once you have them all on, make sure they're pushed down. Like I said, I'm switching off with red, so I'm going to put them on next. With the twisted dragon scale, every time you put on bands, you're twisting them in the 8. So my next row is also going to be twisted, and they're going to be twisted with everything I put on. That is what gives the dress the nice, tight, squishy look that it has. The fact that you're twisting the bands. If you already know how to do a dragon scale, basically that's the only difference between this and a dragon scale bracelet or a dragon scale design. Everything else in the pattern is going to be the same. You're still pulling up over into the middle. Once you've done your row, you push everything down. And put on your next row. Like I said, make sure everything stays twisted each time. And your rows are consistently on the same colors as you started with. So my pinks stay on the same pegs as the pinks, and my reds stay on the same pegs as the reds every time. And I'm just alternating between each color every time. Oh, I missed one on this one. There we go. Push everything down, and we're back to the red row. So as you can see, I'm just switching between rows every time. And as far as the length of the dress, that's just going to be personal preference for this part. You're going to make it as long as you want it to be. You can see where it's starting. It's starting just below, or just about her waistline. So you want it to be as long as you want it from her waistline down to, it could go down to the floor if you want it to be, or it could be a short dress, however you want it to look. Okay, now that I have it long enough for the base of the dress, I'm going to take it off the loom. Another thing I want to tell you about the dress is you can make this long as you want. You can make it long enough to make it as long as Barbie's ankles, so you can make it like an evening gown also. So it doesn't have to just be like a summer dress. Alright, so take this off the loom. You're going to take the bands that are one solid band, like these two pieces are one solid band, and you're going to put those together on the loom. So you're going to pull them onto the same pegs. Let's focus this in a little better here. There we go. I don't know if you heard that. That was my computer making noises at me back there. Okay, once you have them on the same peg, then go around and pull the bottom over the top. Sorry, these are a little harder to see with the red. And then push them all down. I'm going to shut that computer so it stops hollering at me. Oop, my loom's coming apart. There, now I'll stop doing it. Okay, then once you have that done, you're going to go around and you're going to take it off the loom. I'm going to start over here actually. Take this one off and go over to the next one, pick it up, and then pull it through. Pick up the next one, pull it through, and notice I'm trying to hold what's on the loom still on there. Point this downward for you so I can put it down on the table. There we go. Because I don't want to be pulling everything off of the loom while I'm doing this. So I'm kind of holding everything else on there. I'm just going around, taking them off one at a time and pulling them through. Oh, that one, so we're on our last one. Last one, pull it through. Then where I'm gonna hook this is I'm gonna put a hook through here. The pink one. I'm gonna put it through my last tube. Then I'm gonna bring it around. And I'm going to hook it to where my first tube is coming in. If you look on top, you can see where they're all linking in. I'm going to pull it around to the first one. Right here, where they're starting to go around. And that's where I'm hooking it. So it makes it into a complete circle on the top of bands going around. Right, and that is what I'm going to use to put the top part to. I'm going to connect it to that top part. So you can also use this just as a skirt, as is. So this gives you a Barbie skirt. But I'm going to show you now how to connect it to the top. Okay, I'm now ready to make the top part of the dress. I have the skirt done. And to make the top part of the dress, I'm going to use the 2 bars of the loom. But this time I'm going to move them one in. So that they're right beside each other. I still have the bottom one facing to the right and the top one facing to the left. The difference is though that this end piece I'm actually going to move in to the middle. And push it in place, and I'm going to leave the end here open as I do this. Alright, so we're going to get started with this. And I'm going to start with the pink, and I'm going to do that in 8s. Two and 3 I'm doing. Focusing a little better with that. Then on top of that, I'm putting my yellows, and they're going diagonally. Okay, then I'm going to take my skirt body. I'm going to find where I have my clip, which is right here. And I'm going to start just after my clip. And I'm going to start right after my clip and the first hole that follows the clip, and that is going to go onto this peg. So I found the first hole and I put it over the end peg here. Now I'm going to go on both sides and I'm going to pull the bottoms over, up and over. And I'm going to do this on both sides. Push everything down. Oh, yeah, that's the right one. The pattern I'm doing now is the Cornrow Pattern. I'm sorry, it's the Alligator Pattern. It's very similar to the Cornrow Pattern. I'm doing the Alligator Pattern for the top. And I'm just going to be switching between putting them on vertically and diagonally. And whenever I put them on diagonally, that's when I'm attaching the skirt. Okay, so I put this one on over here. Now I'm going to lift the skirt up and over, up and off the peg, and then I'm pulling this up and over. Now I'm finding the next opening for the skirt, and I'm going to put it on the peg. Then I'm going to go around and do the rest of the pulling up and over. Then I'm back to the vertical ones. And then the diagonals again. So I'm just switching between the vertical and the diagonal. And I start with the diagonal. I flip this over. I pull the band up and over, find the next opening, and put it on the peg. And then I go down and do the rest of the up and overs. Push everything down. And I'm back to the diagonal again. Whoop. Pull that off. Let that open over. Find my next opening. Put it on. And then I'm also slowly pulling this down through, which is why I needed this to not have the clip on here. So I was just going to slowly pull down through along with the top that's going to pull down through. Okay, now we're going to continue to pull these up and over on this side and on the back. Oops, I didn't pull it over. Need to pull this up and over first before we pull the next one on. It's good if I remember every step, right? Nope. Pull it back over. It's going to flip it, but I really don't need to. I can do it from this side. Push everything down, and eventually you're going to be able to start pulling it through this side and seeing it come out the bottom. Okay, and this is going to be my last row. You want to end with your row of verticals. And I ended when I got back to my clip here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do one more. I have one more space before my clip to fill. And then I'm going to end when I'm at my clip. So I'm going to do one more set here. Didn't realize I had one more hole before my clip. Alright, we will end with our yellows then. So I'm going to take this yellow here and bring it across to this peg. This one. This yellow. And bring it across to this peg. Bring this one across and down to here. And this one over to here. Okay, so we're all on the same pegs there. Take off this one and this one. And I'm going to pull this up and over here. And pick up this one. And this one, and you can take it off the loom now. Alright. Okay, and you're going to pull this one through this one, and then through this one. Okay, and that leaves you with two to put your hook on this side. I'm just going to take this off here because it's not really going anywhere. And putting my hook on. Oh, sorry, I'm blurry here. I'm so sorry, I didn't realize how blurry I was. Let's fix that. That's better. Get our hook on these two pieces. Alright, and I'm going to set that aside. That's the one side of the top. And the other side of the top. And just take your loose pieces and pull them together. Do you have any other loose ones? No, I'm going to take these two and put them together on the same hook. Okay, so I'm going to take these two loose ones from this side and put them on the hook, on my clip, and clip them shut. That's going to give us the back of the dress. Okay, so that's going to give us the back of the dress and how it clips. See how it clips in the back? And there is the front of the dress. And you are done. You have made yourself a very nice summer dress for Barbie. Oh, I want to show you how you pull it in at the top. You can leave it so it is like this at the top, just a nice top like that, or you can make it so it pulls in and you have a neck collar piece like I have on mine. So let me show you how to do that. Alright, what I did was I made a chained piece. So I took, let me get this. You take a band and wrap it around. And then I'm just going to chain some singles through it so we have for her strap for her collar. Now, the length of this is going to vary depending on what kind of bands you're using. I only needed like 12 of them, but you might need more. So I'm just going to stop at 12 just to show you how to do it. But you might need more bands. Or you might need less if your bands are stretchier. But this will give you the idea of how to do it. Alright, so you're going to make yourself a chain, and then about halfway into the chain, you're going to take your hook and put it through it. Grab 2 bands, pull them through, put them on the hook, and pull them through themselves. Now you're going to take these 2 bands, find the middle of your top. Take your hook, put it through, grab these 2 bands and pull them around, and then you're going to open them up and then grab all this stuff and pull it through. And pull it tight. And that pulls it up into like a little summery kind of looking top. And then she's got the chain for the collar. Okay, so if you didn't get it, just rewind it and watch it again. But that's how I pulled it into the top. And you know, you can do whatever colors you want and give her different color tops for it. But that is how you do the dress, and I hope you liked this tutorial. Please check back to my other ones. And remember, you can make this into a short summer dress, you can make it into an evening gown. And thanks for watching.